So we're here with Lonnie and Connie from Far North Bushcraft Survival, and what a great time to ask the question, what do you think, Lonnie and Connie, are the 5 or 1 most important bushcraft skills that somebody should work toward and make priority in their study of bushcraft?
I think knowledge is great. Understanding different skills is great, but
hey guys, Brooke Whipple here. Welcome to my channel. Hey, guess who I'm with? Bush Radical. We're on a road trip here in Alaska. You're never gonna believe where we're going. We are on our way to meet Lonnie and Connie from Far North Bushcraft and Survival. Huh, yeah, they live like, I don't know, 6 hours south of us here in Alaska. So we left kind of late today. We're just gonna hammock camp tonight in this campground and head down there tomorrow, but how cool is that? Stay tuned. Hey buddy, look at this guy, isn't he gorgeous? Hi. He's moving slow, it's hot.
Yes, what a beauty.
Hello honey.
I just want to go pet him. He'd kick my head in.
Oh.
What you doing there, buddy?
Hi. We're in our old hometown of Delta Junction. We saw this guy. He's right by the school. Just chilling.
He's a good sport too. I mean, literally, he's 10 feet off the side of the road. And we're just hanging out with him. And what a good looking moose. He's tall and thin.
He's young.
He's probably getting ate up by bugs. Oops. Good color too. Good looking moose.
Yeah. So this is a great place to stop and get water. It's middle of nowhere, but there's a really beautiful natural spring right here. Great place to get water. Ooh, that's cold. These pretty flowers. Beautiful. The old Escort. You just gotta love this. We stop here every time we're on this road. Right back up there in those hills back in the day, probably 10 years ago, Dave and I got a caribou up there. It was a great hunt, and this is my favorite area of Alaska. I just love this. We're between Paxton and Delta. Love this area. What did you just say? What did you just say?
Nothing.
That's right. He said something to the effect of, I've just put up with you for 100 miles.
She wanted me to fork out $10 for camp here, and I just bought lunch and gas, so I think it's only fair that she got me such a tight one.
Holy cow, I'm getting eaten alive. Little tiny black flies. They're just swarming my mic and my head.
Yeah, I brought a thing of bug dope.
They're all over me. Yeah, you did? I did too.
Man, it is warm in here. I'm gonna sleep naked,
Wow.
that's all I know.
What? You sleeping naked?
I'm gonna totally sleep naked. There's a plethora of black flies and mosquitoes out. That's for sure.
I mean, I don't have much on you, but I got a little. Yeah, sexy legs.
Well, thank you.
I like your legs. You got really nice guy legs. So it's like 9:30 at night and it is still so warm. Alaska's having a giant heat spell. Lots of forest fires. Fairbanks is so smoky. It's nice to get out of the smoke. It's so bad there.
What do you think it is for temperature?
Oh, I bet it's 75.
It's gotta be. Yeah, it was in the 80s today.
The whole town of Fairbanks is like out of ice. We just looked here, we're in Glen Allen. No ice. You can't find ice in interior Alaska right now. None. it's not, no one has any. I went to 4 places in Fairbanks yesterday before I found ice to go home with.
You go 75 miles south, there's a glacier down there. I mean, you get all the ice you'd ever want from that, but it'd be work to do it.
Need a pickaxe.
Yep.
We wait for morning and we hit the road to go visit Lonnie and Connie, which is going to be super cool.
That's super fun. We never get to visit with other YouTubers.
No, my last video I ran into Adam, who's cycling the world, and just what a serendipitous moment to meet not only an adventurer but another YouTuber. We turned the camera off and talked shop on YouTube for like an hour just because it's so nice to run into somebody else who does YouTube. We're totally looking forward to meeting these guys, you know, pretty much legends on YouTube with the bushcraft and survival arena. So
Yeah, Lonnie and Connie, they have over 250,000 subs. So they've done really well in that space, and it's going to be neat to hear their story.
good morning. We're up and at 'em getting some coffee. Life is good.
Come on, coffee. You can do it. I know the water's not hot, but
It is too. To Sterno Coffee. Yay! Dave here is really thrilled to be waiting for coffee right now with the new system I brought. It's a little Sterno stove. Listen, it came highly recommended. It just, you throw it in a little, you know, it's just small. Well, I'll show you. Anyway, it's kind of slow. He's getting a little cranky.
it's a can of hippie voodoo junk. It's supposed to make the water boil, and we've been waiting forever. We could just light a fire here and it would make coffee.
No, but you're too lazy to do that. So let's check out our Sterno fire.
It's like extreme forest fire danger
Look at this.
right now.
And he's like, it's taking too long. Look.
Looks just like it did 35 minutes ago.
No.
Where's the coffee?
Anyway, set
Why
that.
hasn't it made coffee yet?
Oh, look at that.
It's steaming.
It's hot. Touch it.
I don't even want to put my finger in
Touch it.
Maybe I just scratched my butt
you're-
with that finger.
Oh, really? You're not going to use it right now. I am. I'm going to have the first coffee.
Okay, I'm
So get to it.
gonna have bad coffee because this water ain't hot enough.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's steaming.
Such a coffee baby. To Sterno Coffee. Yay! So it's so sweet. Bush Radical's going to take me out for breakfast this morning. He said he's paying.
Why do you call me by my YouTube channel name?
Because you don't like old Bushy.
Oh my goodness.
Old Bushy.
You see what I gotta put up with? It's like a circus around here. We're going out this morning for an omelet.
Old Bushy's getting hungry. He's getting hangry. It'll be another hot day. We are headed for Omeletville. So we struck out on breakfast, no omelets yet. We're on our way to Eureka to try to go to a restaurant there, and then it'll be on to Lonnie and Connie's. I'll never be that person who is like, I've seen 1,000 moose, it's not a big deal. I just love seeing them. It's so awesome to see them. Oh,
Let's
yes.
get in there. Don't just, you know, we gotta beat these people in.
Okay, okay. That's the one. That's the one right
door
there.
says no fireworks.
Huh?
There's got the sign on the door coming in says no fireworks.
Dang it.
There's got to be a story to that.
Too late now.
Oh, yes. Look at that. That's beautiful. And so is that guy. Oh man, we just had the best breakfast, and check this out. It's like a spray foamed trailer house. That's what you do in Alaska. It's very cold, so if you don't have insulation, you just spray foam everything. That's a beauty right there.
Spray foamed trailer house.
right, we're on the road to Lonnie and Connie's. This is cool.
Let's go, garden.
You're never gonna believe who this is! Connie, the behind the scenes wizard of the camera of the Lonnie and Connie from Far North Bushcraft and Survival. We are here at their house. We live in the same state, only a few hundred miles apart, but today they've invited us for dinner. We're so thankful to meet them. And we're out here picking greens for dinner and checking the chickens, and I'm so excited. You guys know I love chickens. So cool, show us around.
Oh, head this way through the jungle.
Oh, look at your girls. They look so happy. How many do you have?
I just have 8 hens. It's enough for us to eat all the eggs we want and then
Exactly.
sell a few to help out with the
Hi,
feed
honey. Oh, what a beautiful little garden.
Well,
Oh my
my
gosh.
plants are small. The method that I do is called, some people call it either back to Eden or the no dig or no till.
Yeah.
So I add to the soil every spring and then fall after I harvest. I use composted chicken manure or spent coffee grounds or dried eggshells. All the kitchen garden scraps go to the birds. We don't use any chemicals. I guess
Perfect.
you could say it's organic.
Looks great.
It's kind of wilty right now because of this hot heat. I always plant my broccoli and my cauliflower against the fence because when the plants grow, the chickens will eat the leaves, and I don't care
Yeah.
if they do
Yeah.
because we don't eat those leaves.
Right.
Like I wouldn't plant my kale or my celery next to the fence 'cause
Exactly.
we eat those. Get some greens for dinner.
I love it. Just a nice little manageable spot.
It's
brilliant.
12 by 18, but it's amazing how much food you can grow in just a little space. Lonnie and I eat off this all summer long.
Look at all these beautiful. Looks like you got a lot of greens. Is this carrots here?
Yep.
Oh, look at all.
Bok choy, several lettuces, spinach,
There's the peas.
kale, peas.
Wow. I love it. You know what else? It doesn't seem so crazy, overwhelming, unmanageable size.
Another good thing about the, you cover this all with wood chips. That helps retain moisture and it helps control the weeds. So there's very little weeding to do.
Hello, girls. How old are your chickens?
Well, they're 2.5 years old, and they're past their good productive laying years. So
They might be stew birds.
their days are numbered.
Yeah.
They make great chicken and noodles, chicken and dumplings,
Yeah.
chicken pot pie, or you can can the chicken in jars and
Yes,
have
that's really
chicken
good.
anytime.
How many eggs are you getting then right now from them?
Right now only 2 or 3,
A day.
and there's 8 hens, and that's just
Yeah.
not enough.
Yeah.
And then I'll just get a new batch and start over
Absolutely.
again. I've always
Yep.
had chickens. I think it's such a great, with a garden, you throw all your waste to them and they give you back. you know, it's
Absolutely.
just-
Can't get any fresher than that. Yum.
I have a convenient little hole in the chicken wire right here. I'll throw that through. And now,
Then they play chicken football, which I love.
do you have chickens?
Yes, I love chickens.
I do too.
I just love them to death. Get it, Buck.
Oh,
Get it.
great. I hope it's not
Yeah.
something smelly you're rubbing in.
Does that feel good over there? Is there something good and smelly? Oh, you're so sweet, Buck. Yes, you're so sweet. You're such a sweetheart. Yeah.
Three eggs today of my faithful 3.
All right.
Faithful 3.
Are you getting permission
I'm filming you.
to film me?
You're so hot over there. Literally hot.
Yes, it's 80 degrees and I'm fat.
A lot of them, when they're dead and the bark is falling off them, you can go up to them and just shove them over.
Look at this. Oh, it's moose. What'd you call it?
Pepper steak.
Pepper steak with moose. And let me show you the rack. You guys aren't gonna believe this.
Yes. On my boot strings, I replaced them years ago with
Look at that.
Excellent.
Holy cow. Look at how big that is. Oh my goodness.
Use what I call roast meat because it was, you know, you're going to crock pot it, so it's going to get tender.
One of the secrets to using natural cordage, maybe you already know this, is anchor this end but hold the other end. Because if you try to anchor both ends,
For stretching.
yeah, and you put that in there, it gets too hard on the cordage. Good.
Ready.
This is still staying really hot.
Looks like this is my first time, and actually, I figured that was about 15 pounds, maybe, is what that was good for. It's not a real strong cordage. But, you know, it's kind of cool because most people wouldn't realize you can make cordage out of fireweed.
Yeah, and it's everywhere, that's for sure.
This is the fireweed cordage?
This-
Yep.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah,
is this,
I've not tried to do that. Wow, nice. Then you just kind of got to splice it together to get a bigger piece.
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
And this is just regular old spruce root here.
Yep.
And I've used spruce root for bow and drill fire, just a root.
Do you soak it first? So it's like
no.
wet? You use
No.
it dry?
No, fresh.
Oh, okay.
You use the root by itself?
Yeah, just harvest it fresh and then put it on your bow and use it. It may take 2-3 strings to get an ember, especially if you have to do a burn in first, you know, to get your divot started. But it works. It works good. It seems to me like black spruce is heavier duty than the white spruce.
Really?
The roots, yeah.
Right.
What is this thick one here?
That is willow bark. It's not the inner bark of willow. That's what this is. But this is, you know, processed down into thinner strips and then woven. But this is just plain dry bark, and it didn't, you know, it's brittle. In order to use it, you'd have to wet it down.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the same thing that was boiled in wood ash.
Oh, there's definitely a difference in the pliability there,
yeah,
isn't there?
So it's much more flexible.
And you said this was too, right? The same product?
Uh,
Same willow, boiled in wood ash?
yes, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is very, very flexible. And you can just see that.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That's incredibly limber piece of cordage.
Yeah, you could use that for, you know, lashing stuff together or whatever. It's cordage.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, that's amazing what a difference that makes.
Yeah. The bow that I used in that video, this is the cordage that I used. Of course, it's all dried out now.
And when that was green, that held up to that kind of
Yeah,
friction.
yeah. I think I used it like 2 or 3 times, and you know.
And then will it break? Is that
Yeah.
to give way?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it'll eventually shred.
Yeah.
That's willow bark.
That's pretty amazing that
It is amazing if you do
that
that.
green willow
Yeah.
wrapped like that will hold up to that kind of abuse.
See, I tied a knot on the end, and I just hold that knot.
Do you feel that you have to be pretty delicate with that cordage?
Oh,
Can you lay into it pretty good?
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for this food. Lord, we ask that you nourish this food to our bodies. Lord, we thank you for this opportunity to get together with these folks. Lord, we love you, and we invite your presence to be here at the table with us. Amen.
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 Well, help yourselves. Rice, and then you pour this over it. This is a pepper steak. It's mousse. That mousse in there. And then this is a homemade dressing. Help yourselves.
Yes, just as my mom used to say, grab a root and growl.
Grab a root and growl.
Well, thank you so much for having us for dinner.
No kidding. What a treat.
I was going to have hurt feelings if you
Now, you mentioned dinner. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, eat hearty, because I apologize. I don't have a dessert. So
No.
have seconds and thirds.
We're good. We're good. funny thing is, after being on alone, I kind of lost my sweet tooth, where I crave more of just spicy or just really flavorful food over sweet stuff. I don't know what that's all about, but
Maybe I need to go on alone because I didn't got a definite sweet tooth.
He's so bad.
I love fruit even, you know, because it's sweet. I love pies, cakes, donuts.
He gets to craving sweets. I don't. I want bread or pasta or.
Yeah, bread is good if it holds jelly real well. Or honey, or burger.
on the show, they had a milestone that if you went to day 40, they'd bring you out 4 ounces of something. And you got to pick ahead of time. So it could be hardtack, could be pemmican, could be
Yeah, because you think 4 ounces.
beef jerky.
That might
It's
be a lot
nothing.
of something.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. It's like a baggie with like this much. It's nothing. So we reach our milestone. And,
What did you choose?
well,
We forgot
we
by
had
that
forgotten
time.
what we had chosen. I thought I had chosen more gorp, and he thought he did too. It ends up he chose beef jerky, and I chose hardtack. So they show up not on day 40, but days later, which ticked us off bad. And
Yeah. They're like,
'Cause
congratulations, you guys made it to day 40. We'll bring you your thing next time we're out.
it could be they were ready.
We're on the yellow brick
weeks.
texting him. You dirty rat. You're supposed to be here with us. This is soul crushing.
I have
You
no
know, you
idea.
think about this. You got nothing else going on, right? So you think about
Yeah.
make it to day 40. We'll have something good, you know.
Yeah, milestone.
And we
Yeah.
had made our gorp. We were rationing it to day 40. And that was such a big deal to have those 3 or 4 pieces a day of that. And then you're out and you're like, well, I'm getting something today. And days go by and you're just like, you're crushed.
Yeah.
Anyways, so they bring out the hardtack and the jerky, and literally it's in a little tiny baggie, and it's like this much of whatever it is. It's not much. 4 ounces is nothing.
Huh.
And I'm like, oh, hardtack and jerky. And we're like, okay, well, we're really good at rationing at this point. We take a bite of the jerky, take a bite of the hardtack. And we were like, this is the most amazing thing. That hardtack was like
What's hard?
manna from heaven.
It was like
Is that like a pilot?
Yeah, sort of like
Cracker.
a pilot cracker, but it had some good salt in
it was
it.
homemade. The guy named Dave Holder made it, and it
Okay.
was really hard, but it was also
It had a little
chewy,
bit of chew to it.
and you
Okay.
couldn't leave it alone. We just pile drived it.
It was
gone in no
gone
time.
within like 3 hours. All the jerky and hardtack was completely gone. And you're back to just like, I've got nothing else. And then the fishing stopped and we were
Oh.
doomed.
Well, I wonder if anybody got liquids.
No, you could only pick like, there was just like 5 things to pick from.
I
Okay.
mean, like a
You
root
couldn't
beer.
Yeah.
Root beer
yeah.
would have been unbelievable.
Or a can of peaches or
Yeah,
something.
but
Mm.
4 ounces is only.
Yeah, 4 ounces. They can't get a can that's
Literally,
that small.
it didn't matter. Anything was like,
Yeah.
it's so amazing. What you take for granted and
One of the items we took out that no one had ever taken out before was bar soap. It's one of your items.
I remember that.
And it was because we go out to fish camp, and we'd be out to fish camp 4 or 5 days, you know, and you just, especially in the summer, you get to hating yourself, sitting around a fire and you're gutting fish all day, and you feel horrible. And you'd go out in the middle of the lake, scoop up a 5-gallon bucket of water, soap up, rinse off, and it's like day 1. You go
You
back to
feel
camp. It feels cooler. The breeze feels nicer. The birds sing louder. You're just a happier person, right? So that bar of soap was
it was.
a fantastic choice. We absolutely, for the morale,
Uh-huh.
you can lump hygiene into that too. We weren't
You wash your
as
clothes.
filthy. Just the emotional side of that.
So
Yeah.
that was
Once a week,
that
you
was
could be
definitely
sparkling
worth it.
clean.
It
Oh,
was.
I'd do it again.
Yeah, I would
Heartbeat.
too.
Take the this,
Yeah,
So is it
glad of
10,
that.
10 items a piece?
There was a couple things that were set items. Like everybody got a knife. You take any knife you want, and
Knife
you can
and a
tape a
sleeping
sleeping bag.
So
Okay.
they gave you 2 gimmies on that
Right.
season.
And then beyond that, it was the 10 items
5
for the
apiece.
team.
So
10
they
for the team.
they provided the knife.
No, you can take any knife you want.
Okay.
It's all your own gear. There's a certain amount of things everybody picks, and like usually knife, ferro rod, pot, sleeping bag, axe and saw. Most people take one or the other or both. I took both. We took both seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Tarp. We both took tarps because we thought it was going to be so rainy and awful, and it was. I'm glad we had 2 tarps.
we took white tarps too. You know, anything colored green or blue. It's blue enough out there. It's green enough out there. So the white tarp, that was like another psychological thing.
Cheery.
It was very natural light.
Yeah, that's good thinking.
Thank you. We drank a lot of hot
Gallons.
tea out there. And that was
You said it was hemlock? Or?
hemlock, yeah. A lot of people get on YouTube and they're like, hemlock's poisonous. It's like, no.
That's water hemlock.
Well, the
Yeah.
plant, water hemlock's poisonous. The tree is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that I got that comment last week.
Really.
Yeah, because I did some spruce tea. Well, is in that video, that primitive cooking video, I think, where we did some spruce tea, and somebody said, well, good thing it wasn't hemlock.
Spruce tea.
Yeah. So we're here with Lonnie and Connie from Far North Bushcraft and Survival, and what a great time to ask the question, what do you think, Lonnie and Connie, are the 5 or 1 most important bushcraft skills that somebody should work toward and make priority in their study of bushcraft?
I think knowledge is great. Understanding different skills is great. But it's mental attitude. Mental, you don't panic. If you panic, you're pretty much screwed. You're lost a lot of times. Just having a good mental attitude. Stop and think. I'm in trouble. How should I go about this? And it helps to have an attitude of, not I'm in trouble, I'm lost, but think I'm in trouble, what can I do? And I think most often you can come up with some means of bettering your situation just through just sitting, taking the time and thinking it through without just panicking.
So you would say the single most important thing you could work on in the realm of bushcraft is not a skill at all, it's more of a mindset, right?
Right.
Right.
But of course, having the skills helps you to better have a calm mindset as well. So it's kind of a,
And it builds your
a
confidence.
circle.
Makes good sense. And also, I suppose, if you were very calm, very comfortable in the fact that you were in a predicament and you needed to work yourself out of it, it wouldn't do you any good if you didn't know how to light a fire or signal for help or build a shelter.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it definitely, what would be number 2?
I guess that would depend on the situation you're in. Are you cold? Is keeping your core temperature warm of the highest priority? Or is it hydration? Is it getting liquid into you is the highest priority? That's part of sitting down and thinking the process through. I'm in trouble, admitting that. Sometimes you don't admit it until long after you should have.
Very interesting point.
Once you admit, I'm in trouble, then analyze your situation, what are the priorities, and then work on those priorities.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you watch on YouTube?
Girl in the Woods.
Oh! Bam!
And Bush Radical.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to make points.
Guys,
So,
it was such a pleasure to meet you. You guys are just the best. We're big fans, and
yeah.
thanks for having us for dinner. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Thank you
Thanks for
for
coming.
Thank you for
Yeah,
everything
so-
today. We've had such a good time. Had such a good dinner.
It's
Well,
wonderful.
we enjoyed having you guys. We're glad you came.
Thank you.
Glad we got to, we kind of know you because we see you on the videos, but, we know you but don't know you. So
Same here.
I also want to make sure that you didn't hate me for the parody.
No, that was cool.
We liked it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay, good.
And Buck, you're just a sweetheart.
We'll have to have you guys up to Fairbanks and we'll wine and dine you on the veranda, which is our little square of pebbles in our driveway with a fire pit.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah,
We look
love
forward
it.
to it. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks again.
Thanks for having us,
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks for coming.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. This is Girl in the Woods. She gone.